When it comes to Christmas time, we tell the story again and again, the marvelous story. But sometimes we take the humanity out of it, or we like to take the humanity out of it. Artists and people who have written about it, they seem to put the divinity into it, but take the humanity out of it. But I think that we need to remember that Jesus came and he was fully man and fully God. And we shouldn't emphasize one over the other. And we'll talk about that in a moment for a brief time here today on this edition of Heart to Heart. And thank you for joining me once again. I'm John Kuert, the pastor at Alpha Assembly in Clarion, Pennsylvania, bringing to you these little devotional thoughts each and every day. And I hope that as we look at them, they're a blessing to you, and especially at this time of the year when we're focused on the amazing incarnation of Jesus. Well, it all happened in a moment, a most remarkable moment. As moments go, that one appeared no different than any other. But in reality, that particular moment was like none other. God became a man. While the creatures of earth walked unaware, divinity arrived. Holiness sleeping in a womb. God had come near. He came not as a flash of light or as an unapproachable conqueror, but as one whose first cries were heard by a peasant girl and a sleepy carpenter. The hands that first held him were unmanicured, calloused, dirty. There was no silk, no ivory, no hype, just swaddling cloths that wrapped the baby in the stinky manger. You know, to think of Jesus in such a light is, well, it seems almost irreverent, doesn't it? It's not something that we really like to do. It's uncomfortable. It's much easier to keep the humanity out of the incarnation. You know, we want to clean the manicure or the manure. We want to clean the manure from around the manger. We want to wipe the sweat out of his eyes. Pretend that he never cried or snored, put a mess in his diaper, or blew his nose, or hit his thumb with a hammer. But don't do it. For heaven's sake, don't do it. Let him be as human as he intended to be. Let him into the mire and the muck of our world. For only if we let him in can he pull us out. And that is exactly what Jesus came to do. To lift our feet out of the muck and mire of this world, the sinking sands of this world, and put our feet on the solid rock. And it's so wonderful that Jesus was willing to come all the way down from heaven to earth, take on the form of man, and ultimately become the sacrifice for the sins of the whole world. Truly amazing. Maybe today you want to think about it in different ways and let the Holy Spirit be creative in you and think about different ideas and different thoughts that can make the whole story fresh and new once again. It really is the most amazing story ever told. Well, God bless you. Thanks for joining me once again for another heart-to-heart talk. These these little snippets that I share with you, and I hope they're a blessing, help make you think, help to make this season brighter. Although I don't think my words could really make it much brighter than it already is. But nevertheless, thanks for joining me. Again, I'm John Kuert, the pastor at Alpha Assembly. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to invite you once again. This weekend is Christmas weekend. Christmas Sunday is December 25th. And we're having service 10:30. And we'd love to have you visit us. If you're looking for a church that's having a service on Christmas Day, that's us. You'll enjoy the special music that we have planned, and the message, and the worship time, and the fellowship. So come join us, 499 Grandview Pike in Clarion, Pennsylvania. We would love to meet you and love to have you. God bless you. In the meantime, spread the word, and have a great, great day. Bye-bye.